Welcome to HDTV. You're now rocking with your boy. Yeah, we up in the morning. How you guys feeling today? Thank you guys for dropping by the last 3 lives. Last 3 lives were epic. They were off the chain. Really off the chain. We found out that Christian is a bully and a hater. Him and CPENN, we found out the real reason behind all that. Make sure y'all go check the videos out and try to watch them in their whole entirety. You'll be entertained. Trust me. Now the No Way Home spoiler, well, the No Way Home teaser trailer was on point. We basically was seeing that we were basically looking at the aftermath of Mysterio. Mysterio, remember, he basically broadcast who Spider-Man was when he died. He pinned everything on Spider-Man to make it seem like he was the bad guy. And now we're basically seeing people around him. It's not him, he can handle it. But the people around him are affected, and that's the thing that he affected. So he basically doesn't want everybody to know he's Spider-Man anymore. But what Doctor Strange is trying to tell him, like, you can't pick and choose which person can know and not know. That's not how the spell works. And then he kept talking, and then I guess he distracted Doctor Strange, where Doctor Strange basically created the multiverse. Or the multiverse, remember, in Loki was already being destroyed and being messed up. So what happens is it probably affected when Doctor Strange was doing the spell. That could be a connection. That Doctor Strange may not have been the person at fault. It may have been that the multiverse at that time they were trying to change it started messing up itself, and it affected where they were at. So, you know. So basically we go from there, and we see chaos happening, things messing up, Peter basically trying to run around saving people, and then you get to see Dr. Octopus, the original Dr. Octopus from Spider-Man 2, which I felt was the best Spider-Man, or Spider-Man 2. So we get to see it. It's gonna be pretty good. We'll see what's going on. It's coming December 17th, I believe. Looks on point. A lot of people are expecting they're expecting that all the Spider-Mans are going to be in this one. It's going to be Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man and Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man are going to be in this. So we know they're going to be in this. So we're going to see probably different villains crossover in this one. This one's going to be epic. And this we don't know. It could lead into Venom 3, because Venom 3 basically Tom Hardy said he wants Spider-Man to cross over. But my thing is this: would you make it Would you make it Would you make it rated R or PG-13? Because how would a Spider-Man do in a rated R movie? That'll be interesting. But if you guys saw the trailer, tell me how you think about it. Like, what do you think? What do you think? Do you think that it'll be... You think it's gonna be better than the first two? I thought Spider-Man 2 was better than the first one. Far Away From Home compared to Homecoming, I thought that was better. With Mysterio on it, Mysterio did his thing. Jake Gyllenhaal did his thing, acting and doing what he does. Great story. So, you know. So we'll see. We will definitely see. We'll see if it's a great one. I think it's going to be a great movie. The Tom Holland Spider-Mans have actually been pretty good. Better than I expected they would be. Now him and Zendaya or Daya, whatever her name is, I call her Nobody. She basically she's dating Tom Holland, so the chemistry will probably be great there. It was already great, but word has it like this might be her last film. So this might be her last Spider-Man film. Which will suck, but it is what it is. So we'll see with that. Now, this is the thing. And shout out, I saw this on Instagram. I saw this on CPENN's page. Shout out to CPENN for the win. Everybody thinks I'm always protecting CPENN, and I'm like, CPENN's a grown-ass man, so how am I protecting him? And people say, oh, well, he be capping about the Chiefs, and I'm like, how? That's his team. He's gonna have a little bias, but that stuff there is childish to me. I don't like getting into childish things. So basically, I saw what CPENN said. Shout out to him. That was a great video he did about Kobe on his birthday. And I didn't make a video about it because I already knew what to expect. The media and people always do this. You know, people act like Kobe wasn't in the conversation of the greatest of all time. like he's not in that conversation. And it's like everyone loves to bring up Shaq won 3 finals MVPs, and I've just debunked people and told them that the MVPs don't matter. It don't matter if you won a finals MVP, because if it did, why aren't you guys praising Giannis? You guys have not praised Giannis this whole time. Y'all go ahead and talk about that other guy from Cali. Well, he's really from Akron, but now he's in Cali copying everything Kobe. Now he want to be Kobe. At first he wanted to be Jordan. Then he wanted to be Iverson wearing the headband. He wanted to be Iverson and Jordan. Now he want to be Kobe. Coming to LA trying to do all this stuff. And then they're trying to make it seem like these two were best friends. It's like these guys never were friends. They never were friends like that. It's the same thing y'all tried to do with Kobe and Shaq. Kobe and Shaq weren't friends. Kobe came to work, played, and then he bounced. You guys forget Kobe was 17 years old. Everybody on the team was like 24, 25, almost 30. Everybody on the team, I think Derek Fisher was 21, I think. So Derek was going out partying and doing stuff with the guys. Like Kobe couldn't. Kobe was a kid. He couldn't drink. He couldn't be at no bar or no club. Because they invite the girls in who 18, but dudes, you got to be 21. Which I don't understand how y'all let the ladies in at 18, but whatever. Now, I've never understood that rule for the club. I asked somebody, why would you do that? Why don't you just make them both 21 or both 18 and just don't serve alcohol at certain spots? Well, you know, the 18-year-olds, I said, but what if the 18-year-old chick is drinking? Somebody could go get a drink that's 21 and give her a drink. Then you could have a lawsuit on your hands. An underage girl drinking at the club. So that's what I'm saying. People, everything is dumb, man. So basically what I'm saying is, he was a kid. He couldn't go out with everybody. But see, people don't like Kobe Bryant because he was the villain. And I said this before. He's the villain. He's the guy. He's the villain. You know, he's the anti-hero. They didn't like Kobe. They loved him at first, but then when that thing happened in Colorado, everybody knew what happened after that. When the thing happened in Colorado, they destroyed his name. They put it out there. But my thing is this: Kristaps Porzingis, he had a case, an alleged sexual assault case that the NBA knew about for a year before it came out, and nobody batted an eye. Everybody was like, "Well, that's Kristaps Porzingis." You know, the people pick and choose who they want to talk about and who not to talk about. They always do this. They always do this. Always do this, man, and it's just hypocrisy. It's always hypocrisy. Hypocrisy, and that's the world we live in. It's hypocrisy. You have people out here who saying, man, Kobe this and that, man. He wasn't that good. He's not even a top 10 player. And I'm like, how? Who's better? And then these little kids and people be trying to put Magic and Bird. I'm like, did you ever watch Magic and Bird? No? Okay then. So he definitely should be in your top 5. That's what I'm saying, dog. People are idiots. And they be like, well, we put Michael Jordan up there. Did you see Michael Jordan play? No. Okay then, nigga. So why you got him at your number 1? If your ass was born in the Kobe and LeBron eras, nigga, them your first 2. And if you don't have LeBron up there, that's cool with me too, because I don't have him in my top 100. I told y'all that. I already did the list. I did top 90, and then I said I got the 90, and I said psych, and I kept going. And people saying I'm hating. I'm like, how am I hating? Have y'all watched this dude? You see, I don't watch ESPN and all these platforms during the years he was playing because they was always slobbing on him. And then Skip tried to say, well, LeBron's a better regular season player than Kobe. No, he's not. How? He played in a conference where there was nobody. And this dude here tampered with so many teams and so many players going to where they're supposed to go to. The NBA mad at him. That's why Adam Silver, a.k.a. Two Snaps and a Twist in a Circle, his ass, what he mad at, he wants to try to make it where there's not going to be any more super teams. Why? Because your bum ain't winning no more? Why? Because other people are doing it? Yo bum that you guys been promoting and putting on a pedestal forever does these things, and now you want to basically stop it. I'd be like, keep letting super teams happen. That what y'all call them, I don't believe in super teams. To me, I still think it's you building your team. That's just how I look at it. But see, they programmed you to say this is a super team, and I still got that video coming, Stephen Coon Smith. I didn't forget about you. I just been busy. But I got that video coming where we are going to destroy you. And then I'm going to play that Kyrie Irving clip where you're defending him. And then I'm going to play another clip of you bashing him and you were taking it personal. Dog, I know these guys here, dog, they body themselves. You don't have to basically point their stuff out. They point it out themselves when you watch it. But my thing is this. Kobe Bryant gets so disrespected all the time. You guys have put LeBron over him, and it's like, this is the most disrespectful thing I've ever seen. But then when you try to put Kobe over both of them, LeBron and Jordan, everybody wants to get mad and want to fight somebody. It's like, why? You felt like LeBron was better. I felt Kobe better. And then everybody be like, well, why is Kobe better? I'm like, well, Kobe's a better basketball player. He's more skilled. He's more skilled than both of them. And they're like, man, well, skill doesn't mean anything. I'm like, why doesn't skill mean anything? Iverson was more skilled than Michael Jordan. If you want to be honest, he was more skilled. Hakeem was more skilled than Michael Jordan. Michael was a great player. Michael was skilled too, but Michael wasn't as skilled as them. He didn't because he had athleticism that went with his skill, and we've never seen that before. That's why Michael was deadly. That's why if I put Michael in this era, he would average 50 points a game, maybe 60. I know Kobe averaged 60, almost 70 in this era. This era is weak. But Michael, man, yeah, Michael would average 50 and still win championships. And then, you know, you got guys like Shannon No Sharp or Shannon Guzzler who come out and talk about, well, what if LeBron had Shaquille O'Neal? And it's like, dude, LeBron has had better teammates than Shaquille O'Neal. Dwayne Wade was better than Shaq. Chris Bosh was better than Shaq. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what are you talking about? He had two superstars who were just as good, if not better than Shaq. Shaq was just a big football player playing basketball, running guys over, knocking them over. And what separated Shaq was very athletic for his size. We've never seen that, but we've seen it before, which was Wilt Chamberlain. Wilt Chamberlain was way more athletic than Shaq, and he was more skilled than Shaq. You see, Wilt couldn't do what Shaq do because they would call an offensive foul each time. So Wilt had to adjust his game to the rules they made, which was to stop Wilt because Wilt was dominant. They basically had to shrink the paint. They had to shrink the paint to try to to try to nullify Wilt Chamberlain because he was that dominant. That's why I tell y'all, Wilt Chamberlain is probably the greatest basketball player ever. He's the reason they changed the rules to stop him. That's why I keep telling y'all, dude, they didn't change any rules to stop Mike. They gave rules to help Mike. Where do you think the flagrant foul came from? They were trying to get rid of that era of basketball, which was the physical 80s. But see, everybody was doing what the Pistons was doing. People that see, they're trying to change the narrative saying, nah, man, the Pistons were worse. No, they weren't. You guys just are pointed to that because they kept knocking down your bald-headed Jesus. Your bitch ass. Your bitch Jesus. Which was Michael Coon-ass Jordan. That's who y'all guys praise, and that's who y'all love. I don't like Jordan like that, so that's why I'm not blinded by this. And everybody like, well, you got Kobe #1, you a Kobe guy. I said, dude, I hated Kobe growing up. I was an AI, Latrell Sprewell, and T-Mac guy. I did not like Kobe. I was a Penny guy. I didn't start liking Kobe until Kobe, how he was playing the game. When he got better each year, that's when I was like, oh man, this guy's great. I saw each year how he got better. And I was like, this guy's amazing. And everybody was like, man, he playing like Jordan. I said, man, that nigga better than Jordan. I said it right then and there. He better than Jordan. Jordan didn't have no shot like that, nigga. This nigga hitting from damn near half court. He hitting threes from all over the court. He's shooting in different spots. Michael shot at certain spots. Mike shot at certain spots. And then Mike developed that mid-range shot. That's when he became deadly. When he turned into Reggie Miller from the mid-range. That's when Jordan got deadly. But Kobe could shoot. Are you kidding me? Kobe could shoot the mid-range all day. Kobe could kill you from the 3. That's what was crazy. He was shooting from the 3. And he was wetting them bitches. I was like, oh God, this dude's amazing. Then he go on the other end, D'ing your ass up. But I'm glad, man, CPENN made that vid because the people needed to hear that shit. Because people keep thinking Kobe and LeBron were buddies, and they weren't. They weren't friends. LeBron was jealous of Kobe. He was jealous. He hated Kobe because LeBron was mad because LeBron didn't have that heart. He know he wasn't good as Kobe. That's why he's mad. That's why he's trying to change the narrative. You see, LeBron's a narrative person. He lives by the narratives. Kobe didn't live by narratives. Kobe went out there and did the job. He either succeeded or he failed. And if he failed, he get back up, brush himself off, and try again. Like Aaliyah said, brush yourself off and try again. Brush yourself off and try again. Try again. That's what you're supposed to do. But we live in this pussified era where everybody's like, well, look what he did in Cleveland. He didn't have nobody. But y'all told me he make niggas better. Why he couldn't make them better and win? You think Michael Jordan got great talent? Michael Jordan was getting scrubs. He had to turn his team. The only trade he really got was the Bill Cartwright trade early on and Cliff Livingston. And I think they picked him up free agency. And then he traded for they traded and got Dennis Rodman. That was it, nigga. Y'all act like he got a perennial beast and shit's like, no. It's like, no. What is you talking about, man? Y'all people just be mad for no reason. Y'all just be mad and stuff and try to make excuses, and it's like, dog. And then when you holding LeBron his feet to the fire, These dudes, that they do is this. They do this so faithfully. Man, what about Kevin Durant? I said, what about Kevin Durant? Kevin Durant brought just himself. He brought just himself to the cookout. He didn't bring 20 people with him like LeBron did. You guys don't talk about LeBron brought Chris Bosh there. LeBron brought Kevin Love there. He traded for Kevin Love, but now Kevin Love sucks. You know why? Because it messes their narrative up that LeBron had another team that he built like he did in Miami. You gotta understand, dog. They do all this stuff. It's narratives. We live in a narrative society, and that's what people love to do, is complain and whine about shit. I used to be that way. I used to always complain about shit until, you know what? I grew up, and it took for my father to pass away, God rest his soul, for me to realize, look, excuses is excuses. You got to get the job done. It depends on how you do it, but you got to do it. You're never going to get a handout. And me being black, my dad always taught me being black, you damn sure ain't going to get no love. You still got to work hard. You got to work 100 million times harder than the next man because you black. But I know I went left on this, but Kobe Bean Bryant, man, this is Mamba Day, 8/24. This is Mamba Day. So I might do another video later and everything, shouting him out on Mamba Day. I did his birthday yesterday. But man, shout out to CPENN for the win. Shout out to Cino for life, Kwame Brown Bus Life, Everyday Gaming 98, aka 40 Cap. Shout out to Detroit T, Nicholas. Shout out to Chance, man, from the Ringo Report, my boy Chance. Shout out to him, man. Chance always shows love, man. King Jeffrey Joe Fur, man, that's my boy there. Blair Randolph, man, pray for his family. I think his uncle or somebody was lost or something happened to him. But yeah, man, shout out to Valentine Outlaw, Joe Cool. Shout out to Joe Cool. His baby girl is in middle school today, so y'all guys give him a shout out. That's a big achievement, man. And if I missed you, man, hey, I apologize. Jose, Seahawks Jose. I can't forget about my boy Jose. And then who did it this time? For real, who did it this time be having some raw videos, man. Y'all got to go check his page out. His page is crazy raw. And shout out to Strictly. Strictly's putting in work over there. Make sure you guys check out his videos. So, man, thank you guys for the love, man. Thank y'all for the support. We're still moving, even though I can't premiere my videos and the notifications has sucked. You guys still been coming by to give love. And shout out to all the subscribers, man. Because of you guys, I'm here. If it wasn't for y'all, I would not be where I'm at right now. So, guys, thank you for listening. Like, comment, subscribe, share this. Hit the notification bell to select all to receive upcoming notifications. And if you love what you hear, you can donate to the page by Cash Apping me at the word welcome, the number 2, and then HDIITV. Thank you for listening, and we're out. Deezy.